Hey everyone, as usual, it's been a little bit since I have been on camera. Lots of things are happening, aren't they always so, Not just for me, I'm guessing for everyone. You might have noticed things just a tiny bit different, probably not too much. And that is because I moved studios. I am still painting babies in the same space that I was before, but now all of my other art stuff that isn't reborn related is on the other side of this room. There's a wall and a door, and there was another side of this room that has been used over the years for lots of different things. And I do live in a very small house. I live in a part of California that is very expensive to live, but unfortunately we have to live here because of jobs. Houses, I think people who come from maybe the Midwest or more rural areas might be flabbergasted by the housing prices here where I live. They're pretty astronomical. And so you don't get much house for your money. We've lived here for a really long time. I have had my eye on Tennessee and then Connecticut, and I still have my eye on Connecticut. I just think it would be a good fit for me. I don't know. And I would be going on my own with my now 9-year-old. So it would be a big move and a big change, but it's something that I kind of want to do. But we'll see. Right now, I am just kind of making do with what I have, and I have been super busy with projects and reborning and all kinds of stuff, and I just basically outgrew my space. I've just been doing it so long, and I've accumulated so much stuff, and I'm one of those people who just doesn't do one thing. I think a lot of people think that with art, you're a flake if you don't just do one thing over and over. I am going to just go out on a limb and say I think that most creative people can't sit still for very long, and they're excited about everything. And so, they dabble in everything. I've made jewelry, I've poured bronze. I'm not bragging, it's just those are the things I'm interested in. I like learning new things all the time. And reborning has not been something I've done for a super long time. And I didn't really intend to be doing as much of it as I am, but I just really find it enjoyable. And the feedback is good. So, I'm just going to keep doing it while it's fun. But that being said, I was really feeling like I couldn't breathe in here. I was getting a little claustrophobic. And I don't like things to feel on top of me, and I don't like things to feel super messy and unorganized. I'm a little weird that way. So, I was thinking about maybe renting a space, or maybe just thinning out my space a lot. I had all kinds of ideas. This is the biggest kind of space in our house aside from our garage. I just felt guilty claiming more space in a house that's already small. And we all work from home in my family. My son has a music studio out in the back that we built. If you've been hanging out on YouTube, you've heard me talk about that. I actually made videos while they were building it and actually rebuilding it. It just started falling apart. Those things I think formally are meant to be garden sheds and storage buildings and stuff. They're not meant to be, full-time working space. It got infested with some kind of beetles, and it was sagging, and it was just a mess. And one day my son he wasn't complaining, was happy with the space, but he was very limited. And if he was collaborating, he had to either use somebody else's space or find creative ways to get everybody in there. And one day I just said, we need to tear this down and start over again. And he said, no, it's good enough. It's good enough. I think he thought whatever was coming wasn't going to be as familiar and have all the history and stuff that space had. I had it built, and he really loves it. He really, really loves it. It's a good space for him. Sure. And this tiny little baby I'm working on, I'm going to just take a side trip here for a minute. This tiny little baby I'm working on is the puppet from McPherson's. Just giving it another layer. I'm about ready to paint hair on this, but it just looked like it needed a little more color. I'm doing a little circus baby. Teeny weeny. Isn't this the cutest little head you've ever seen? And we have another office on the side of the house. You would not expect there to be room. I think people thought I was crazy, and I'm used to that. You'd be surprised what you can fit into a space like that. The little building that I made was 8 by 14. But we still have a few things that need to be moved out on that side. I have an old vintage candy machine that I got at an auction from my girls' school about 20 years ago. And it's gone everywhere with me. It's been to all my studios. It was in my store. And I painted it. I don't know why I felt like it, but it just felt like it. So it's drying over there. It looks really nice. Over the years, we've put all kinds of fun things in it, like vintage candy, Pez dispensers that look like our family, just weird things. Look at that face. I mean, she has the circus makeup on now, so you can't really tell, but oh, just so cute. So, so, so cute. So I moved studios. That was the big thing the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I've been doing it a little by little. And doing the BJDs for McPherson's. I'm going to do this puppet for McPherson's. And I think I'm going to do a couple more projects for them. They're such nice people. They're really, really, honestly nice people. I enjoy working with them a lot. So I'll be doing a newborn sage and a 4-month awake sage. That's her. I've never painted this baby before. I'm doing all bountiful babies except for one, and I'll show you in a minute which one that is. This is Marnie. I chose her because I think I've only painted this baby one time, and I have a couple of the sculpts in my closet, so I thought, let's get a Marnie out into the world. Just has a very peaceful face, kind of one of those grown-up faces, you know what I mean? A little serious baby face, pretty cute. Who else do we have on this table? Oh, Stephen Awake, another bountiful baby, reborn. I have never painted him. Cute. Those little downturned puppy eyes, very cute. He seems like he'd have like nice warm skin and big brown eyes, thick eyelashes, but you never know how things are gonna go here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I missing somebody? Oh yeah, so I have Sage, I have Baby Sage, Marnie, Stephen, and then for a non-reborn, non-bountiful baby sculpt, because I seem to have a closet full of those sculpts, I want to start painting them down a little bit. I went a little nutty when they started getting all their new reborn sculpts. I just started buying them because they were new and cute. I'm gonna do Holly. Isn't she cute? Yeah, this is Pat Moulton. So I guess she's a sculptor that's been around in the reborn community for quite some time. She's a pro, and this was a fun sculpt for her. Look at this little pointy chin and those big eyes. Look at this brow. Woo! Now, when I look at this baby, I think of all different kinds of things. Like, I think of the baby in Crudes. I thought, wouldn't this make a great little, like Neanderthal baby? I thought that would be fun. I also see like maybe a little alien baby. This would make a great mermaid baby. Gosh, the possibilities are endless. It's just a fun sculpt. It's not realistic. I mean, these are really fun stylized ears. They're not meant to look super, super realistic. And that little turned up nose. Great fairy. Oh my goodness. Now that I'm thinking about it, make a great hybrid sloth baby, or even a little monkey baby. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm just excited. And since it's October, I don't know if I'll get these done by Halloween, but this will be my little tribute to Halloween. And I'm gonna do that baby. So that's who I'm gonna be working on. And I'm gonna get a prime layer on everyone, because that's just what we gotta do. I'll be back with this little circus baby, and if it's ready for hair, we'll do some quick hair painting. I'm not gonna do a detailed hair painting. This head is so tiny. I wouldn't even take me, I don't know, an hour to root this if I wanted to root it, but I do want some fun hair, and you know, a little mohawk, probably some fun colors. And I did look in my drawer. I do have a few things that might work if I alter them for clothes, because this is a teeny weeny little baby. I just see some places where I could use a little more blushing. So I'm gonna, after I get hair done and hair rooted, then I'm just gonna play with altering some clothes to make this baby fit. And it's gonna be interesting because the back has to be open to put your hand inside. So I'm not sure I'm gonna work that. I kind of feel like just a big fluffy dress might be the best bet, you know, something really big and flowery. And that way, if you were managing the puppet from the back, it would cover your hand and still look cute, super, super cute and circusy. We'll see. I'll work it out. All right, everyone, we'll see you in a little bit.